Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli and FSD. Thank you for joining. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. Great incentives, great, amazing. Today I want to do a video that I don't do usually because I don't like to talk about politics too much. Okay, I mean I love politics, but not on this channel. And I want to talk about what's happening with Elon Musk, the hatred, and then using Nazi as if you saying good morning, the Nazi term. Now I'm Jewish, I'm Israeli, I'm Jewish. And you know, there are certain taboos, there are certain things that you just don't do. I mean, I'm all for freedom of speech, you can say whatever you want. But when you reduce the word Nazi to anything, somebody called Jeff Bezos, you're a Nazi. People call Elon Musk, you're a Nazi. Nazi, you know what the Nazis did. If you know any history, you know what the Nazis did. Elon Musk loves Israel, loves the Jewish people. He's not a Nazi. He is autistic on the spectrum. He has Asperger's. He is weird. He is a genius. And what he did, did, and will do in his life is consequential. And I'm not going to go through the history of what Elon Musk is doing. But I want to explore right now the hypocrisy of the radical left, of radical people in general, but especially the radical left. What's the agenda? If you look at, and again, I am an independent voter. I voted Democrats, I voted Republicans. Give me the issue, I'll give you my opinion. Okay, sometimes local politics, I vote for Republicans or Democrats, again, I'm not an ideologue going, like with two blinders. So, do I love Tesla? Of course, I'm a Tesla investor, full disclosure. I am on my 5th Tesla and I ordered the Tesla Model Y launch model. It will be my 6th Tesla. I always own 3 or 4 Teslas at the same time. So since 2018, I love electric cars. Now, by the way, my first electric car was in 2015, the Nissan Leaf, which I loved also. So I love electric cars. I have solar panels at my house. I believe in sustainability. I believe in clean air. I believe in these things, which I thought all my life, this is like a democratic value. The Democrats, the liberals, the people that have left political views. And what they are doing to Tesla now, and what they are doing to Elon Musk now, just because he is working to help the Trump administration to fight fraud and abuse and waste, is just so hypocritical, but I'm not surprised. And I'll tell you this. To me, the turning point of Tesla is not 2003 when it was founded, or not 2008 when they start selling the Roadster. It's 2012. 2012, the Model S, the legendary, the classic Model S came out, then the Model X, and then the Model 3, and then the Model Y, and then the Cybertruck, and now the Cybercab and solar, and on and on and on. We're not going to go through that thing. But here's what I'm telling you. Since the beginning, since it started to matter, Elon Musk was a target of the mainstream media, of the left, because of a couple of reasons, many reasons. Here's 2. Tesla doesn't advertise. They're not the regular, buy your GM, buy your Jeep, buy your Ford. They don't do commercials. They don't spend money on commercials. They don't spend money on print. They don't spend money on digital. They sell their cars through social media, YouTube creators, word of mouth. Elon Musk, big Twitter, when Twitter was not owned by him, and now on X. That's what Tesla does. Still, last year, with all the competition in the world, still Tesla is the biggest company, they sold the most pure electric cars per company in the world. Okay? Still. Not by a lot, BYD, but still. So here's a guy who dedicated his life to electric cars, solar panels, reusable rockets, Neuralink, Boring Company, and on and on and on and on and on and on you go. And the mainstream media, because of his personality, because he is not he's not like wearing a suit and a tie, and he comes to and he's like talks about spreadsheet and all that, but he actually builds stuff himself physically with his hand. Read Walter Isaacson biography, and you will be jaw-dropping of what this man actually done. So they've been pounding on him and writing him off and trying to bankrupt him since the beginning because he is not traditional, he's a disruptor, he doesn't advertise, he doesn't give interviews to this CNBC and all this crap that people, nobody believes anything that they do. And he, until 2020, that's not long ago, 2020, was voting Democrats. And when Joe Biden, which I voted for in 2020, I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Trump this time. Like I told you, give me the issue, I'll give you my vote. He voted for Biden. And Biden administration wouldn't even utter the word Tesla. Senator Sanders from Vermont and other Democratic senators bashing him, by the way, on X, the platform that he owns, bashing him, calling him all kinds of horrible names when he fulfills their agenda, when he's now trying to cut fraud, waste, and abuse. Let me give you an example. One of my favorite new politicians the last 4 or 5 years is Pete Buttigieg. I like him. Smart guy, speaks languages. I speak many languages. You speak languages, you become my favorite person. Okay? He was the transportation secretary, and he was to implement the Inflation Reduction Act, the infrastructure, which one of it, and I'll give you an example, $7.5 billion dedicated to public electric car chargers, fast chargers, built, funded by the government. $7.5 billion. Do you know how much a Tesla supercharger costs to build? Between $60,000 to $300,000. It depends how many stalls. Usually it's 8 stalls. I see superchargers of 60 stalls. So it all depends. So let's pick a number. Let's say it's $100,000. $100,000. If you divide $75 billion with 100,000, you should have built 75,000 fast chargers. 75,000 fast chargers. Do you know how many fast chargers were built under this bill that was passed a few years ago? 8. That's it. 8. 8. That's what government program looks like. Now, it's not like the government gives incentives, $7,500 incentives for companies and for people to buy electric cars. This is wonderful. But when the government builds anything, it's usually twice as or 3 times as more expensive and years slower. The government doesn't build gas station. Okay, you see, where is that money? Where does it sit? Who's in charge of it? How much each fast charger of those 8 chargers actually cost? I bet you it's not $100,000. This is one example of waste, abuse, and fraud that he is trying to save money that we pay as taxpayers. So I'm not saying, right now, that's why they hate him right now. No, they've been hating him since 2012. Before that too, but especially since 2012, because he's unusual. And when Biden was the president, I will never forget that, when Biden was the president, and he had that very famous EV summit, and everybody was invited, and the man who is responsible for the EV revolution in the United States and the rest of the world was shunned, was uninvited. The word Tesla did not come out of the president's mouth at that time. How stupid, moron, idiot, incompetent, pick your word, you have to be to lose this guy to your side. How the Democrats, which I used to vote for, are so stupid to lose him. My first phone call would have been, if I'm Biden, Elon, I need you in the White House right now. Let's do this EV revolution. Let's do it in the most efficient way. Oh, by the way, he doesn't have a union. His workers are not unionized. because they want to get all the stock options and all the, yes, they work hard, they work really hard, but many of them come out on the other side almost millionaires, and many of them have, and they want to work with the greatest innovator, not being stuck with these unions who just hold you back. So no union, no advertising, so you get shunned. So what is he supposed to do? Roll over and die? Roll over and die? So he switched to the other side. He switched to the other side. And the other side is letting him try to save money for the country. And as always it happens, remember when he bought Twitter for $44 billion and the stock went down and everybody was crazy, what's he doing and what's he this and what's he that? And the first thing he does is he fires 70 or 80% of the workers on Twitter. And what happened to Twitter? Nothing. Still on, still going, doing great. Doing great. He built a unbelievable worldwide fast charging network, which the New York Times in 2012, 2013, 2014 used to make fun of. He was ridiculed. It was the stupidest idea. Remember Bob Lutz? Every day on CNBC, Tesla is going to go to zero. It was a stupid idea. Nothing is new. Who uses the superchargers today in the United States? And around the world, by the way, in many countries. Everybody. Because it's the best, it's the most efficient, and it's reliable. I see so many non-Tesla cars charging in Tesla superchargers because they are the best. Try Electrify America. Try, I don't know, EVgo. Try others. See how it works for you. Instead of taking the plug and plugging it in, and the app knows who you are, you need all these apps and all these cards and all these things, and they don't work. And you ridicule this man. This man, who's probably the most consequential man in the last, 1,000 years. They will appreciate him and put name streets after him and make monument after him after he dies. That's for sure. That's what we do. We like them dead, and then we'll go to appreciate them. That's what it is. But the hypocrisy of the left, of those liberals, those awful people, who he is doing their supposed agenda, environment and clean air and clean. He's the one you picked on. He's the one you managed to lose. How stupid you are. So what is he supposed to do? Roll over and die? So now he's on the other side. And that's why, if you can, again, I don't care about politics too much. And that's why, if you continue to do this, you're going to continue to lose elections. And that's what you get. Thank you for watching.